Android Wear 2.0 is here, and along with it, two new smartwatches from LG. I'm Ben with 9 to 5 Google, and I've spent the past week using the LG Watch Sport. Let's take a closer look. To get started, let's talk about the hardware on the Watch Sport. Like other LG Android Wear devices, we have a fully circular display on the Watch Sport, and the whole thing is built from metal. The overall build is solid, but the overall footprint is also pretty huge, so this isn't for anyone who has a smaller wrist. The watch is pretty hefty, which in my opinion at least is a good thing. However, I didn't enjoy how thick the watch was, coming in a few millimeters thicker than other Android Wear devices such as the Moto 360 or Huawei watch. That thicker design makes room for a larger battery as well as the added components needed for LTE. Running the show on the Watch Sport is a Qualcomm Snapdragon Wear 2100 chipset, 768 megabytes of RAM, and 4 gigabytes of storage. A pretty solid package for Android Wear that absolutely flies when it comes to performance. This is easily the smoothest experience I've had yet on Android Wear, and I love the addition of the rotating power button for navigating the OS. It's just a nice, awesome little touch that adds a slight tactile experience to using your watch that Android Wear has always lacked. Now, a huge part of the reason why the performance is so good on this watch is thanks to Android Wear 2.0, which has been rebuilt from the ground up with new animations, different designs, and tons of new features such as Google Assistant, which is faster and more reliable on the watch compared to Google Search in previous versions of Android Wear. Now, there are two clear areas of focus in the software on Android Wear 2.0, those being standalone capabilities and information at a glance. To accomplish the latter, Android Wear 2.0 allows watch faces to display complications, which can show information directly from select apps on your watch. Now, to help your watch work away from your phone, Google has made some fundamental changes to the operating system, primarily when it comes to apps. No longer do you have to install companion apps on your device, as each Android Wear smartwatch has access to a curated Play Store. Now, this is especially helpful on LTE connected watches since you don't have to carry your phone with you at all. You can still access all that same data. Now, whether you find that useful depends on your use case. Personally, I didn't find the LTE connection all that helpful. In fact, it got in the way more than anything, as it depletes the battery a lot faster, and it caused the watch to have a fixed, fairly uncomfortable TPU band, which houses all of the LTE antennas. Now, one area that LG absolutely nailed on the Watch Sport is the health features. It's simple and it all runs through Google Fit. The heart rate monitor is fairly accurate, and it's got easy access to workouts via the shortcut button. The other shortcut button goes to Android Pay, which is convenient and works great on the watch through the NFC chip. Now, battery life on the whole was pretty solid on the Watch Sport, generally lasting a full day before it needed to be charged. And it's also great to see wireless charging on this watch, which charges up the device conveniently in just a few hours, and the addition of USB-C on the dock is a nice touch. Now, all of this is displayed on the 1.38-inch POLED circular display, which is pretty good as LG's wearable displays usually are. However, the biggest perk this time around is the addition of an ambient light sensor, which is somehow hidden beneath the panel. A nice touch both for functionality and aesthetically. So at the end of the day, the LG Watch Sport is more of a showcase for Android Wear 2.0, showing off all the features of the OS and a package clearly designed to do exactly that. At $349, is it worth buying? That's going to depend on your preferences in a wearable, as most wearable purchases do. On one hand, this is a gigantic watch that has some flaws that could easily be deal breakers, like the band is for me. But at the same time, it's also the most feature-rich Android Wear smartwatch we've seen to date. Personally, it's not the watch for me that I'll wear on a daily basis, but I have enjoyed my time with it, and you might as well. The LG Watch Sport is available now through the Google Store, AT&T, and Verizon, and you can pick it up for around $349 depending on the plan you buy with it. Keep in mind that if you do decide to use this with LTE, you will have to pay an extra monthly fee to do that. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe, and also check out our other recent smartwatch reviews of the LG Watch Style and the Samsung Gear S3, both here on the channel and on 9to5google.com. Now, if you want to learn more about the LG Watch Sport, you can do so in our much longer written review, which is also linked below. Thanks for watching.